All right, you've made it this far in the course. We're in Module 8 now, and the next 3 modules, we're going to be looking at biodiversity, starting with microorganisms, moving into different types of fungus and plants, and then animals. So this week we're looking at microscopic organisms. So you might be thinking, I don't really care, Amanda, what are you talking about this for? Well, think about it. Everybody here has probably flushed the toilet, right? Okay, where do you think that goes, right? You don't think about that, but we recycle our water. None of you are gonna drink water again after this, but, right, we need a way to treat sewage, right? We have water treatment plants. You probably have one in the city that you live in, okay, or within your county at least. And so what they use is different types of bacteria and archaea to break down the sewage naturally and safely so that we can recycle and use it again. So we're gonna be looking at things like that and understanding why we use bacteria in that situation. We're gonna look at bacteria and archaea that live in extreme environments. So extremes of temperature, really hot, really cold, a really acidic environment. We're gonna find all of these different areas where we couldn't survive as humans and many species can't, but these little microorganisms can thrive in these extremely volatile environments. And then seeing how we can use them, all right? Some can sort of clean up CO2, for example. Can we use them to help combat what we're seeing in the climate with climate change? Can we use them to treat sewage? And that type of thing. And we're gonna move through these and then into fungus and plants where we'll look at how yeast is used and things like that to make bread. If you've made bread, you've probably used yeast, and yeast is a bacteria. And different bacteria we have in our own gut, right? So we have gut flora, and it's good for us. So we live in Oregon, right? You're probably aware of all the fermented things, kombucha and kimchi, and all the fermentation is very popular. You may even be making something in your own kitchen. I have a kombucha little starter on my own, so I'm not judging you. I'm the same way, but it's great because bacteria is good for us in the gut, right? We need good bacteria. We need beneficial bacteria. And you'll learn about that and all those things that we don't think about. Oh, bacteria, those things are bad. It's gross. We shouldn't be, bacteria is, but penicillin, that's mold, right? But it's also a very useful drug for combating some illnesses. So we'll learn about viruses and pandemics. The flu pandemic of 1918 has actually killed more people than have been killed by HIV/AIDS in the past 30 years. So extremely deadly. And how those things function. And then also how we can harness how a virus replicates and uses its DNA to infect someone. Well, what if we could put something useful into a virus and then use that to help somebody with a genetic disorder? So we'll look at that a little bit more in detail this week as well. So moving through this, just gain an appreciation for the things we can't see, right? These little microbes and guys that we can't see without the help of a microscope, we get to learn about and see how they're actually extremely beneficial, not only to our environment, to our own human bodies as well.